the fourth inning. This was a two-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Well, he'd taken care of the two toughest parts of the cycle earlier. Now he gets the easiest one out of the way. And if he can come up with a double in his next time through, he can make this a game to remember.
Number 73 will step in. 1 for 2 with a walk thus far.
Yeah, he's been finding a way to get on board in this one. Having good productive ABs so far.
Ripped on the ground to first. One there.
He's out.
The relay back to the pitcher, covering in time to double him up. Number 15 steps in now. 1-2, here it comes. Squaring with 2 strikes as he gets this one down. Throw to first is in time, so a good idea, but the bunt attempt doesn't pan out. Jake Lowry will stand in one more time, and fortunately for him, he'll get a 5th chance here to extend that hitting streak.
Yeah, he hasn't had the same success the rest of the guys have, but that could all change with one swing.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Patrick McCarthy gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th.
First baseman number 23, Patrick McCarthy.
To short, hit hard, reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man. So striding in, number 20, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. It's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, maybe a little disappointing that he could only get 3/4 of the cycle.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Patrick McCarthy will stand in as one of the stars from yesterday's ball game as he had 3 hits in the victory.
Well, yesterday he just kept things rolling. You know, he's had 8 RBIs in his last 10 games. I got to take that.
And he'll scramble back to first safely.
Oh, you talk about being comfortable at the plate.
Number 73 will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offense.
Hitter wants to go through a streak like this. Already the numbers don't look very good, and now he's hitless in his last 10.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Well, that's all he's hoping to do.
Number 77 will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Buchanan comes set. Here's the 1-2 to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. And the runner is out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score. So 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning. J.P. Crawford will stand in now. He homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Well, guys, 1 good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to. Patrick McCarthy will dig in. He singled his first time around.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Under it is the left fielder. And that retires the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home. J.P. Crawford will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as to the art of pitching, but who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry it.
Patrick McCarthy will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The relay throw. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, the side is retired. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits with one of them. Patrick McCarthy ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And that finds a seam for extra bases, as we'll see if they want to wheel that go-ahead run home from first. Go-ahead run heading for the plate. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 4-3 game. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. Number 73 will dig in. Hit a sacrifice fly earlier. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch to first. Hoskins is right there. Underhanded flip. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Carlos Alonso. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Patrick McCarthy takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
Throw on to first, 2 gone. Number 28 will be the batter, 2 for 3 with a double thus far.
Yeah, he's looked very settled in at the plate in this one. He could have a little more in store for us right here.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Patrick McCarthy strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Brown. 2 gone. Valentin will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Drilled right back up the middle. To second for 1. On to first, and they get them both. Patrick McCarthy is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
Patrick McCarthy.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first on his way to second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Number 73 steps in now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Quinn is under it. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Number 72 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Set to deliver on 3-0. In tight as this pitch misses, and it's a 4-pitch walk. Number 77 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Number 10 stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. So stepping in, Severino Gonzalez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he'll try and get his man to third here as he puts this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. You know, there's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
Patrick McCarthy heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Into the windup and the pitch.
McCarthy
takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. Number 73 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Hoskins is there, and he's got it for the first out.
now batting.
Number 72 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's set. Here's the 3-1. On the ground to short. This could be 2. To second for 1, and it's wide of the bag and right by him. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Right here, he's just trying to get that 6-4-3 started, but he might have gotten his hands moving just a little bit too quick.
Number 77 stands in. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really... Number 10 will step in. He's 0 for 2 to this point. Hard hit ball to second. And that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit. 1 run scores. The run scores from second. It's a 3-0 game. Patrick McCarthy ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Patrick McCarthy.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Cousins ranging back. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. Ray Hoskins will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And that is through into center field, a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Now to the plate, Aaron Brown. He flew out in his last at-bat. Set to deal on 2-2. Grounded softly to the right. Oh, behind the back. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Valentin stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.